Alright guys, ZFR back here again today, and it's been a second guys. I know like it's just been kinda all over the place with the videos, like they just been kinda hitting you like on the last day of the week on Sundays these past few weeks. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit better at that. I have a little more time during the week now to squeeze them in. So we're gonna try and get better at doing that. But anyway, Walking Dead season 7 finale is tonight. I am ready, guys. I'm so ready for this episode. They set this up perfectly. It is going to be amazing. It looks like Rick and the group are finally going to stand up to the saviors. People are worried about Jadius and everybody. There's still questions about Eugene. Looks like the kingdom is moving in on all this mess. And on top of that, we have Sasha, which is the biggest topic here, which is the one I'm going to start with. So everybody's pretty much wondering about Sasha. What's going on with her? She's still alive in this episode, so we know she didn't commit suicide last episode, which was never her plan. In case you missed that, Sasha never really wanted to kill herself. She was just trying to trick Eugene into giving her something sharp, like a knife or something, so she can possibly kill Negan next time he came through the door. But of course he gave her the pills instead, which was absolutely not what she planned, so that kind of screwed her plans up. So it looks like she's not going to kill herself, but then that kind of raises the question, what are they going to do with Sasha? Is she going to die this episode, or are they tricking us? Is she going to survive, actually fight in the war? Maybe somebody else is going to die. One thing's for certain, I think we're going to have a pretty big character death this episode, or at least we're going to have kind of one character death this episode. Maybe a more minor character, or one of those characters who are kind of in the middle, a little bit like a C character or something, if you ever heard that, A, B, C characters and all that. So maybe something like that, but somebody's definitely dying, but we know it's not going to, well, we know for now it's not going to be Sasha until it gets kind of to later in the episode where everything starts to go down. I really don't know how they would kill her. They're definitely not doing the same thing as in the comic books that they did with Holly, so we know that's not how she's dying. So something else might happen. We'll have to wait and see. But then there's all this other stuff going on, like I mentioned at the beginning. Like, we have freaking Rick and everybody setting up, getting ready for the saviors to sew up, roll up in this thing and kind of attack and all that. But my question is, how do they know they're coming? Could the White have delayed a message to them? Here's the confusing thing about the White. So we see him in Rick's custody at what looks like it's going to be the beginning of this episode, at the end of last episode. Then in this trailer we see him outside the gate with Negan. So I'm guessing the White left and met back up with the saviors or whatever. But the only question here is like the timeline. It's kind of funky looking, like the way this is set up in the actual time. Like, the only way I can see this working is if Rick let the White go that same day that they caught him. He let him go, like, I don't know, that exact same day, maybe an hour or two later, after interrogating him for a while, talking with him. And then he went back to the sanctuary, found out they were getting ready to move in the attack, and somehow this man, the White, snuck out in the middle of the night or something and maybe delayed a message back to Rick and went back to the sanctuary. I don't know how on earth they're going to do that. That sounds like the best way they could, but the White had to get out. No matter how it goes, like, for Rick to actually know the saviors are coming, for them to be preparing, somebody had to tell them. The most likely candidate is the White, since he's going to be their inside man from now on. I mean, who else are they going to get this information from? Unless Eugene found some kind of way to radio them. That would be pretty cool if they did that. But then, once again, how does the White end up back with the Saviors? I'm not even going to focus on that, as that is going to be confusing. And it does look like Daryl's going to have a little showdown with the White in the cell. He's going to kind of confront him, get back at him a little bit. So yeah, but a lot of people are saying they don't think Daryl and the White will work together or something like that. I think they will, because I think they have to. Like, the Whites is going to be too important for the survivors in the war. Like, he's an inside man. He's a spy. Like, he is their key to winning, but for a simple reason, every move Negan makes, now they have information on it before he makes it, so they can kind of predict what's going to happen. So the White's going to be really important all next season, like very important character. But anyway, so we have all that going on. I want to talk about the Heapsters. It looks like they are there in the trailer. That looks like them going into Alexandria at the beginning in the dump truck and everything, because we see they do block it off afterwards. Plus, you know, it looks like you can see Jadius on the wall next to Rick. At least I think that's Jadius. I couldn't tell if it was Jesus or Jadius. It looks like Jadius, because that looks like her hair, not a hat. So yeah. Anyway, like, a lot of people are afraid that the Heapsters are going to turn on them, and you know, they're going to kind of be working with Negan. A lot of people are predicting that Jadis was actually Negan's little birdie that, you know, snitched on Rick in the last episode. But I'm kind of having trouble making this out. Like, I'm kind of having trouble believing this, for a simple fact. Did you see how many people the Heapsters have? Do you see how many people Jadis has on her team or in her group or whatever? Like, that's a lot of people, and they all have guns now. If you have them on one side of the wall with the Alexandrias, and then you have all the Saviors on the other side, how on earth are Rick and the group actually going to even get close to winning that? It would be a slaughter. Like, they would have to surrender. There would be no choice. The only way I can see that even being a possibility where it makes sense, actually, is if Jadis doesn't bring her entire group with her and only brings like a handful of them or a good chunk of them, where Rick and the others can actually fight them off a little bit. Because it does look like something's going on in Alexandria. In the trailer, we see Rick and Carl running around inside Alexandria, shooting some guns and stuff, looks like. But my only thing with this is, why on earth would Jadis not bring her whole group? Like, that wouldn't make sense if you know you're going to betray Rick. Like, you should try to bring as many people as you possibly can, unless she's just that overconfident. But like I said, that just seems like there's a little bit too much stupid in that idea for me. So I really hope that's not how they go about, because that, in my opinion, would be kind of stupid of her. Also, like, we have the Kingdom. We saw the sneak peek with them. Morgan's wearing wearing Ben's armor, and he looks awesome in it. We didn't get a look at the serpent spear. I was trying to see if we could see it, but no, we couldn't see the serpent stick or whatever that Morgan now has. And we also get to see Carol decked out in some Kingdom armor. She's got AK-47, Ezekiel, and everybody's rolling out. They got Siva, and if you read the comics, you know where that's going. That is definitely going to be awesome. That's going to kind of play into the end of the episode a little bit, I think. But yeah, lots of stuff is bound to happen this episode. This is definitely going to be the start of the war, and it's going to lead us into all-out war for the entirety of Season 8. Like, all of Season 8 is going to be all-out war. Like, I'm telling you, there's just so much content they have to cover. There's just so many parts of the story that's going to be there. It's going to take up the rest of Season 8. So Season 8 is going to be a really packed season. It's going to be non-stop action. I think the ratings for The Walking Dead are going to suit up in Season 8, because there's probably not going to be one boring episode all next season. Like, unless they split off and do something different, but I really doubt it. But anyway, guys, that's really it for this video. I can't wait to see what's going to happen tonight. I'm going to try to get a review out to you guys tonight. If not, I will have it out to you tomorrow, because you know, In the Badlands comes on after Walking Dead. So if it does come out, my review will be like 11 something or whatever. But anyway, guys, hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave likes and comments down below and tell me what you think. And I will see you guys on the next one. ZFR out, guys.